We are back to the map view, re-enabling all layers of information, and we take the opportunity to look at the controls on the left, the green dot, the yellow dot, and the red dot, which allow the operator to combine information about the various layers with information about the state of the device itself. For example, by disabling the sensors that are in the correct device state or in warning, one can focus only on those that are in an alarm state, hence on criticality. This is obviously done in combination with the layer selection, so you can enable the sensor types you want to observe and, subsequently, the alarm level you want to focus on, in order to display on the map the combination of these two filters. Let's look at another example of information from the territory. In this example, I disable all layers, except for the one related to construction sites in progress. Each place mark in this map represents a construction site. We can go into detail and see, as mentioned before, the Hive element, which allows access to geo-referenced information on the same point of territory. In this example, we have different information, because each one represents a different area of a construction site that, although it has been qualified with a single point in terms of spatial coordinates, is actually spread over several internal work areas. As we have seen, we can access information related to the element on the territory, which in this case, is not a device, but a work area, so the associated information is not telemetric, in real time, but detailed documents on the worksite in progress. We have a description of the operational plan within which the worksite is located, a static type element, and access to a web system that allows the acquisition of technical information relating to the worksite. We logged into the web system related to this area, which has been associated upstream, in the configuration phase, to this worksite. It then displays information specific and targeted to the observed work area, along with a variety of related data of interest to the observer. For example, it is possible to find contracts, data on suppliers, tasks related to operators, and data on personnel involved in specific activities. Thanks to Theater, we can then link dynamic content, static content, and content from the web and third-party systems in a geo-referenced way and in a multi-touch context. All this together with the list of construction sites on the territory. Another interesting set of information of Theater is the one coming from the cartographic layer. In fact, in addition to the information provided by third-party systems that Theater collects and displays through the use of clusters and place marks, it is possible to convey information of a different type, more static, through the cartography itself. In this example, the information is showed by the representation of the territory and, in particular, by the 3D visualization of the buildings, faithfully respecting their dimensions. This is not a photographic representation, but it is nevertheless an additional piece of information that is given to the operator, in order to realize the territory he is examining. It is possible to change the way the cartography is represented. Without prejudice to the data coming from the devices, represented by place marks and clusters, it is possible, through the use of this control in the menu, to change the type of underlying cartography. In this example, the cartography conveys further information, representing the buildings potentially affected by the construction sites we are seeing and therefore by all the activities in the area, which could lead to interruptions or disservices to residential appliances or other. Therefore, infrastructural information, static, which is not necessary to convey in a dynamic way, with frequent interactions with the system, but that still constitute additional knowledge, which is, in this case, conveyed directly from the cartography. Another example of this type can be seen in other areas. In this cartographic layer have been reported different types of information related to geographical areas, also thanks to the access to open data made available freely. If we move to this other area, we see represented the network of oil pipelines in Basilicata. So, once again, a static type of information, which can vary over time, but does not require frequent or real-time updates, and can therefore be represented in a specific way.